Hey guys. Okay, this video I'm gonna make about what I call using your soul hands. Okay, now you gotta understand you're oriented. You're in reality. You're oriented in reality to think, to use your fantasy, to use your brain, to visualize. Right. And what you gotta do to use your soul hands is this: practice using your soul. If you watch my last video where I moved the satellite, I was using my soul hands. Okay, so I reach out out of my heart with my soul and make hands. So I got a pair of hands. It's totally different. It's like a little switch in my head where I shift. I bring my ego out. I turn my ego brain off, my fantasy off, and let my soul take over. When you do that, you get to see more in the spirit world. Your third eye opens up, your crown, your heart, all this other stuff. Okay? It's sort of like you break out of a shell, like butterfly wings. But they're just hands. That's what it's like. Now, this took months to figure out. And the reason I was, well, not months, but I was doing it, and more or less to fight off. It was an adaptation I had to do to fight off the fucking bad guys, the demons, when I was opened up in the spirit world. And what you do is just visualize two hands in your heart, and open your heart, relax, check out your ego, bring your heart to your head, your innocence to your head. Okay. Cross over in the astral plane, where you're like getting rid of the astral travel. Then just start reaching out. You'll feel like you're in a cocoon. Okay, and you're like, and you can't get out of it. Like there's a thin veil around you. Okay, that's one of the veils. Okay, and just push on your heart. Just feel your heart going out. Visualize two hands and you're pushing to get out of the shell, and it's like you're in a big condom, more or less, like a big balloon. I'll skip the condoms, but it feels like you're in a big balloon, and it's like a rubber around you, and you're pushing on the rubber from the inside out. Okay, and what you want to do is bypass the rubber and make your hand come out the rubber, and the rubber will come back in. Okay, don't break the rubber. You need that the rubber is like a skin. Okay, you don't want to break the skins, so you got to bypass it. So go up and go down, bypass the rubber, and then your soul hand will come out. Okay, now it may come out like a big wad, and there won't be two hands. But then after you keep doing that, separate the big push that you're pushing out your heart with, and turn them into hands. And now you got two hands. Okay. So whenever you need to fight in the spirit world or back people off, spirits off, my advice is don't interact with any spirits, loved ones or evil ones. Don't interact. You leave it to Christ. Christ will take care of it. If you want to be introduced, you ask Christ, I want to see my wife. Christ will give you a dream. Usually in a dream this happens. Christ will put you together with your wife in a dream, and everything will be happy. It'll be a controlled environment where you're not getting in trouble, where you're not going to hurt yourself. Okay, and it's really real. It's better than real. So if you got to talk to spirits, you ask Christ. If you don't know how to get to Christ, well, it's another video I'll make, but it's a long process. Months. Especially if you're not a Christian. Oh, man. Alright? To begin with. But back to the soul hands. So you want to reach out and you want to touch something. Now, you just don't reach out and touch things. Your hands are like a ghost, okay? You still got to concentrate and focus and chant everything. I will myself to touch the coffee cup. That type of thing. with your soul hands. But when you're in the spirit world and you need to do things, it's good to have them out there. And you got to push a satellite. So when you're projecting, like when I projected at the satellite, I had my hands like this, and I was meditating on my back of my bed, laying back on my bed. I put my soul hands out. Now my physical hands were just laying here, but my soul hands were like doing, and then I just matched my soul hands with my normal hands. Okay, so it's like here's the physical hand, and the soul hand would go, and it would come out, and then it would match up and push, So there's different things. But when you open, if you can get out of if you can turn off your ego, see through your soul and your spirit. Your spirit, don't worry about the spirit, because the spirit's so high and controls everything in fucking creation and everything in your world. Don't even worry about it, because you'll never get there. You'll get aspects of it and direct communications with it, but you'll never be able to control it. You can't control it. The soul works with you in the body. The soul is really you. So what you gotta do is listen to the soul. Okay, your soul. And so you bring out your soul hands, and then you start doing things with them. Okay. I don't really do too much with them. I mean, other than they're out. For me, it's like if you're being attacked by a demon, and you want to defend yourself, and you're not with Christ, and you can't defend yourself, and no other spirits are there to help you, you have to defend yourself, right? So what you gotta do is, you reach out with your soul hands, you grab the guy by his shirt like this, reach out, grab the demon by his shirt, and then rip, and just welt and rip with your soul hands his skin off, and the demon will run away. Okay? Because what you did was you just ripped his skin apart. You just took his formation, and you just took his energy. Not internally, but rip the clothes off and throw it away. Okay? Now the demon is not protected himself. He's basically just energy ball leaking all over the place. He's got no construction, because you just ripped his skin off. That's a good way to defend yourself if you're being attacked and you see it. Pull out your soul hands and rip the fucking shirt off. That's what you do. Other cases, you can touch people when you're in meditation and you go there. You can reach out, touch people, get their attention. I touch the ETs with my soul hands. I will myself to the ET. You close the gap, then you reach out with your soul hands, touch his chest, find the inner light, match your inner light to his, go up and down until you get the material of the ET, and then get his attention. He'll look at you, and then you can talk. And he'll look at you from an ego perspective, because there is no division between his ego and his spirit. So that's another thing you can do. And it's a lot faster than just willing information to him. Okay? But if you reach out and touch entities, they may not take kindly to it. So I wouldn't be reaching out and touching everything under the sun. Okay? I just wouldn't do it. Just remember that. You don't want to piss off the wrong thing. Even if it's nice, you can still piss it off, right? Yeah, so that's why I say practice with your soul hands. It feels like you're in a balloon. It feels like there's a balloon around you, and you're inside a balloon, and there's like rubber. So you can bypass the rubber by going up and down, and your soul hands come out. Okay. Usually you're gonna break your rubber, the rubber that's around you, but it's the skin. It's your thing that's around you that protects you and keeps all the bad shit out, bad energies and stuff. Well, once you break it, all the energies are coming in. Okay, they come in regardless. The energy has to flow, but it's sort of like a filter that's around you. Anyway, if you break it, you ain't gonna die or anything. You're just gonna get more energy coming in. And there's probably 20 different levels of condoms or rubbers that are around you. Okay, and then you got your skins, ethereal skins. You want them. You don't fuck with them. I ain't even gonna tell you how to get there. You just forget about it. All right. You just don't even touch them. Because once you lose your skin, you might as well just put a bullet in your head, because it's the same thing. So yeah, and because once you open up your hands, you're seeing more into the spirit world. You can see more with your third eye. You start seeing in a soul level at certain times when you check out. Okay, so when you go to Mars, when you reach down, when you remote view to a certain place, and you have to make it physical. So reach down into the soil or wherever you remote view or project your consciousness. Let's say you're projecting your consciousness to the moon. So you get to the moon, but your hand's going through the soil and you can't figure it out. So you reach out, and you reach down into the soil, and you feel it as best you can. Go up and down till you find the texture. Then feel the soil in the ground on the moon. And your soul hands will do that. You'll be picking up dirt and going shh, like it's really real. You can actually really feel it. When that happens, man, you're at the moon. Okay, that's about as best as you're gonna get. Now, if you have a good perception of and no bullshit fantasy, no preconceptions, just take a look. Then you're seeing through your soul, just like your dead person. Okay, if not better. Okay. Now you're standing there, you're walking around the ruins on the moon or Mars. You're walking around. This is just an example. I've done it. I've had videos. I'm going to put more out. But you're walking around, you're doing stuff. You're seeing the ruins. You're like, wow. The voices talking to you. Your soul's talking to you. And you're asking questions. Take me here. Whoosh. Take me here. Whoosh. You ask questions and your soul gives you answers. And so you're, wow. Okay. And then that's why you need your soul hand, so you can feel the texture. You reach out. Okay. And all that goes on. So that's pretty cool. I forgot what I was going to talk about. Right there, what point I was trying to make. Yeah, so there's a couple of attributes you can use your soul hands for. And it opens you up more. So your brain can orientate soul view to ego fantasy view or a bullshit view. Because you don't want to be, that's where the military remote viewing comes. So the thing I'm teaching here is you're actually going there in your soul and seeing and participating, okay? You're having experiences where the military remote viewers, just sit and look at one target and try to figure out what it is, okay? Or see what it is at a certain coordinate. You're actually going there and participating, messing around. Here's the point I was trying to make. When you're at the moon and you're walking around looking at things, and all of a sudden you're like looking at the ruins, and all of a sudden somebody comes and looks in your face. Okay? That is confirmation. That is like 1,000% confirmation that you're there. It wasn't in your fantasy. It wasn't in your thing. It wasn't preconceived inside your head. This is outside. It's like you're walking around outside, and you're looking, and you're sitting on the bus stop. Somebody comes up behind you and grabs your face. That's what it's like. You didn't know it was coming. You didn't see it. You didn't know it. You're on the moon, walking around, looking at ruins, and all of a sudden someone looks in your face. There. I'm not saying it's bad. Could be a beautiful naked chick. I don't know. I'm just saying. So then someone comes and looks at your face. It's probably, and then you'll know. You'll start to learn because you already went to other people. You already went. If you're following the instructions. When you go to the moon and you see people walking around, well, you'll know if they're physical people that are there on the moon, or if they're entities that are on the moon. How do you tell? You'll learn this as you do it. Okay? That's why you got to start at the beginning. It's all coming, but you got to learn steps. And this is just another step, man. And that's what you gotta learn, because you gotta orientate your brain. Your brain has no fucking concept. It's never been programmed. You gotta program it, but you gotta program it the right way. Okay? I went through this 100 times, always checking my fantasy, always checking my dreams, always checking my bullshit. You can fantasize whatever and call it real. It's like people fantasize. Just fucking fantasy. They meditate, they relax, and also they go into a fantasy, okay, of flying through outer space. It's just a fucking fantasy. Then they come back and say, I was astral traveling through space. No. It's just a fucking fantasy. But they think they're doing it. They ain't even crossed over. I know it. I fucking see it all the time. So there's a difference. There's fantasy, pretty fantasy that you make up, and there's fucking actually going there and doing it. You want to go there and do it. Going there and do it. You notice how these people, all the pretty peace, light, love people, go there, or they hook up. They hook up to a person, and everything's beautiful. Okay? They hook up to a person, and we made love under the rings of Saturn with extraterrestrial doves and light beings watching us, and we floated through space. It's a fucking fantasy in their head. Just a happy fantasy to make them happy. They come out and say it's real. That they really went there and they really experienced that. They really traveled through time and space to another point in time, to another point in space. Okay? That's what they think. Now, they come back. No bad energies come back. No bad experiences. They hook up and make love to their girlfriend and the moon and the light and the stars and whatever. Okay, they remote view to their girlfriend. Everything is beautiful. Then they woke up, went to the bank, and bought a new Rolls Royce because they're so beautiful. Okay, then you see it on Coast to Coast all the time. All right, bless you, Art Bell. He just died. He is the man who shaped a nation for this stuff. Changed the nation's perception. Anyway, so people are in fantasy land, right? That's just fantasy. They don't tell you when you connect your chakras to your loved one, and it's all beautiful. The best sex in the world is in the spirit world. Oh, it's better than fucking reality. If you can get to the right spot, the right level, where the energy is just perfect. But guess what? The garbage is coming. They never tell you about the garbage that comes that almost kills them, do they? Because it don't. Because it's a fantasy in their head. They haven't done shit for spirit work. They haven't done nothing. It's just a fantasy. If you go there and hook up to your girlfriend, and root chakra, and sex chakra, and heart chakra, you're getting a fucking truckload of garbage that's gonna damn near kill you. I don't care. There's not one beautiful. I've hooked up to Christ and I still had side effects from it. Alright? I didn't have sex with Christ, but I'm just saying, you hook up to these people, you hook up to living people, to touch them, to just give them a hug, go there. You're getting their garbage. Okay? And they may feel beautiful in their heart and neat and sweet and innocent and love and everything. But guess what? All that garbage they got is coming your way and you're going to suck it up and you don't even know it. So that's why all these people, it's just fucking fantasy in their head. They're just nuts. They're fucking nuts. They're delusional. That's called delusion, I guess, from the pros. And I didn't want to be a delusional fucking idiot talking shit all my time. It's a lie to me. It's a lie to my experience. It's a lie. And I ain't going to sit here and tell you lies that are regurgitated from someone else. I ain't going to fucking do it. Just for fucking ratings on Coast to Coast AM. I could be the fucking jokers on there. I'm not saying they're all joking, but there's a lot that are. It's just bullshit, man. There's so much bullshit out there. And you know, the people that say nothing bad happens, they're full of shit. They're fucking nuts. I guarantee it. Because there's no way you can hook up to another person, let alone an ET, without no side effects. And the side effects are bad to extremely deadly. Okay, you can have bad energies, aches. You can take for months and months and months your girlfriend's energy. And all of a sudden I met you and I have fucking migraine headaches every day. And she's like, her soul's like, yeah, thanks for taking it. I really enjoy it. I'm so tired of my headaches. You take them now. And you know what a fucking migraine headache is? A blockage of energy finally released. It's caught in your head. That's all a migraine headache is. Or a pulled muscle. But a pulled muscle is healing. And that healing energy gets old and hurts more and more and more and more and more and more. And then the energy presses on the fucking nervous system. Move the energy, the swelling goes down. You gotta keep moving the energy, but no one knows how to do it. Because you've been taught a lie since birth that the Pope is God. And all these other jokers on the internet are God. Okay. Everything's God but God. The rock stars are God. Zuckerberg is God. Money does not equal God. Okay. Or whatever the fuck you think. A demigod. An ankle biter God, maybe. You know what you do with them? You just kick them in the fucking teeth. Take their money and walk on. Because they're just demons. I would. I don't care. I don't even bother with them. Okay, here's a real quick one. You ever sitting on a bus and you look up, just happen to sitting on a bus and all of a sudden you look into someone's eyes and your heart wants to throw up? You feel like you want to throw up? Okay? As soon as you look in someone's eyes and you feel like you want to vomit, your heart, that's a demon. A sick child molester, murderer, whatever. He's done some worst of the worst shit. You connected to his soul, and he's got so many demon attachments, so much bad shit he's done. He's just a pile of fucking shit. And that's why you want to throw up. That's why your heart wants to throw up. Now, if you got the stones, if you got the stones to do this, go home, meditate, and will yourself to him. Give him a wet willy in his ear. Align your chakras to him. If you got the stones. This might fucking kill you. But you want to know about garbage? You want to learn about garbage? Hook to the wet. Give him a wet willy in his ear. Hook all your chakras up to him. I dare you. And you'll know what negative energy is. And then you're going to learn what Christ is. And then you're going to learn how all the shit that's coming into you, how you got to separate your alignment from him, break him away, push him away, get Christ to come in, get rid of the attachments he just gave you. You're going to see all his rapes, all his child molestation, all his murders, all his whatevers that he's done in his life. You get to see it all. You get to feel it all. And it's all coming through your system, energy-wise. If you got the stones to do that, and then you get all this garbage that's passing through you. Okay? If you got the stones to do that, man, I don't. But I ain't doing that. But if you want to have experiences, extreme experiences, do that. Find the worst person possible. And hook up to him. Will yourself to him. Align yourself to him. You don't even have to say, you can say, I don't want your energy. I don't want your energy. It's still coming. There's nothing you can do. Because it's just the way it is. It's the way nature is. A flower is a flower. Right? A rattlesnake's a rattlesnake. Shit is shit. It's the way it is. Transfer energy. If you got a lot of garbage, you're going to give it to the first one that walks by. There you go. Have it all. Get rid of it. Because they can't get rid of it themselves. Now, if you're with Christ consciousness, it automatically goes right to heaven, diffused and delated and fucking gone on its way. It's no more. But no one knows that. No one No one can even accept their own spirit, let alone Christ. All right, Christ consciousness. So if you want some experiences, you can go right to hell. Do that. You can experience a little bit of hell. Why not? You know? But you're gonna learn real fucking quick. You're gonna take their headaches. You're gonna take their tumor energy. You're gonna take their fucking sickness, and you get to see it all. That shit's supposed to be left for fucking Christ to deal with when he has to. Christ don't even want to deal with it. He's just like down there. You take care of it. You live in your shit. When you want out, you'll fucking call for help, right? And you can start to process back into the right way. So this is a little video working on your spirit hands. Okay. And they're a good attribute, your spirit hands. So remember, if you're inside the balloon plastic bubble, it's like a plastic around you, and you want to push it, go high and low, and all of a sudden your hands come out. And then work them. Work them. And then you get to see. Reach out with them and touch the water, touch a tree, touch earth. Be careful touching even earth and trees and stuff, because there's elementals sitting in the earth for thousands of years. You don't want to suck one up, okay? So just, you gotta be careful with all this stuff. That's why you need Christ. He takes care of it. I'm telling you. Okay?